Say goodbye to constipation with these 5 laxative drinks. Constipation is one of the most common digestive disorders. In fact, the number of patients affected is greater than those with mild gastrointestinal illnesses. It happens when there are problems in the functioning of the intestine. These problems slow down the movement of the intestine and prevent optimum bowel movements. As a consequence, waste gets retained in the colon, and after a few days this leads to symptoms like inflammation, gas and pain. This can be the result of difficulties in digesting certain substances from some foods, or because of the feces hardening due to dehydration. Although it isn't always a serious problem, it is necessary to treat it to avoid it becoming a chronic problem, because it can affect quality of life. Fortunately, there are several juice recipes with laxative properties that accelerate the relief of this problem without adverse reactions and thus prevent complications. In this article, we want to share the 5 best recipes so that you can try them at home. Aloe vera and honey juice. Natural aloe vera juice is an excellent natural laxative. As well as relieving constipation, it also controls inflammation and excess production of acidic stomach juices. Combined with the properties of honey, it's one of the best solutions for regulating the bacterial flora of the intestines. Ingredients: Six tablespoons of aloe vera gel, 90 grams 1/2 glass of water, 100 milliliters, 1 tablespoon of honey, 25 grams. Preparation: extract the aloe vera pulp and mix it with the water and honey in the blender. Drink on an empty stomach for 2 weeks. Fig and banana juice. The dietary fiber found in figs is a great help to stimulate the movement of constipated intestines. These qualities, added to the nutrients of bananas and honey, favor the elimination of waste and reduce indigestion. Ingredients: Three fresh or dried figs, 1 ripe banana, 1 tablespoon of honey, 25 grams 1/2 glass of water, 100 milliliters. Preparation: put all the ingredients in the blender and process them until you have a smooth juice. Drink each night before going to sleep. Repeat this treatment until the constipation is relieved. Apple and papaya juice. The digestive enzymes found in papaya and the dietary fiber of apples make this natural juice a mild laxative that can help control constipation. On top of this, its natural sugars give the body an energy boost, improving its performance throughout the day. Ingredients: one green apple, 3 slices of ripe papaya, 1/2 glass of water, 100 milliliters, 1 tablespoon of honey, 25 grams. Preparation. Chop up the fruit and mix it in the blender together with half a glass and a tablespoon of honey. Once you have a smooth juice, drink it on an empty stomach or with breakfast. Drink it every day for at least 2 weeks. Pear and linseed juice. The combination of pear and linseed has a gentle laxative effect thanks to their high soluble fiber and antioxidant content. Thanks to their properties, they act as probiotics in the intestine and provide food for the bacterial flora that protects your health. Ingredients: 2 pears, 1 tablespoon of linseed, 10 grams, 1/2 glass of water, 100 milliliters. Preparation. Chop up the pears without removing the peel and mix with the linseed and water in the blender. Once you have a smooth juice, drink it on an empty stomach. Drink 3 times a week. Kiwi and orange juice. Kiwi produces an enzyme called actinitin that, once absorbed by the body, improves intestinal motility and relieves constipation. For their part, oranges provide a considerable amount of dietary fiber, which is needed for the digestive process to function optimally. Ingredients: 5 oranges, 4 kiwis. Preparation. Extract the juice from the 5 oranges, peel and chop the 4 kiwis, and everything in the blender. Make sure to blend it enough so that there are no lumps. Serve the juice without straining it and drink it as soon as possible so it doesn't lose its properties. Drink it on an empty stomach and wait at least 30 minutes before having breakfast. As you can see, these are natural and delicious alternatives to relieve this troublesome digestive problem. Give them a try.
Yeah.